Hey, if you're looking to start a restaurant or a brewery or coffee shop and you're trying to figure out what impact is seasonality going to have on my revenue, and you're kind of wondering, what's my cash flow going to look like, and will I have enough cash to kind of ride the wave of the seasonality, and what can I expect? I'm going to show you a trick that might help you get some idea of what to expect in terms of seasonality and the impact on your revenue. But first of all, my name's Adam Hooksum. I'm the co-founder of Projection Hub. And over the last decade, we've helped thousands of entrepreneurs create financial projections for investors and lenders and just their internal startup planning. And so today, what I'm going to be showing you is our fine and casual dining restaurant template here I have that I'm going to be using, but I'm going to actually be looking at the Google AdWords keyword tool and show you how to use that, which is a free tool, and you'll be able to use that to kind of gauge what kind of seasonality might I expect, and then I'll show you how to enter that into this projection template. So I'll link to this template in the description of the video below, but let's get started. Okay, so this is our template. We've got some default data already entered in here for a startup restaurant. Let's say this is maybe a steakhouse and a fine dining establishment, and you are projecting nearly $2 million in revenue with a net income of just under $300,000. On our input revenue tab, one of the main things that we have the ability to do is put in this percentage of capacity filled by month. And so this is really where you're going to be focused on your seasonality. And so again, we have this broken down by breakfast, lunch, dinner, takeout. And so you'll be able to actually enter in seasonality for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and so on. But I'm just going to focus on showing you how to enter this in for breakfast. But we're going to jump over to the Google Keyword Planning tool. I'll pull this out so we can look at that. So I'm in my Google AdWords account. So what you'll do is you'll come to Tools and Settings and Keyword Planner. And then you'll be able to click this Discover New Keywords. So what I would like to do, I'm going to say, I want to know restaurants near me. I want to know what kind of search volume that's getting. And so what I can do then, I'm gonna see this over a period of time. So I'm gonna use all the data that they have available and see if I can see any trends. All right, so right here, we're in the United States, and this is search volume for restaurants near me. And what we can see is there does seem to be kind of, highs and lows. Now, in general, this search volume is going up, and that's probably related to the fact that just more people are used to searching on Google for restaurants near me. And so the total volume might be going up, but the thing I'm wanting to point out here is kind of the ebbs and flows, the seasonality of that. And so what you'll be able to do is you can look at any of these different keywords, and you can try to figure out, all right, what month here? Well, there's the COVID dip. You can see that very clearly. Let's look up here. So there was April 2020. Let's see what are the normal high months. So it looks like July, this was pre-COVID, July and August were high months. July and August in 2020 were high months. June, July, August 2021. So it's looking like summer tends to be a high watermark, and then it looks like the January, February timeframe tends to be the low points. Other than, here we go, January, February, kind of low points in 2021 as well. And so what you can do then, and I'll just show you you have the ability, so let's say you're a coffee shop. You can do coffee shop near me and see if there's any specific different trends for coffee shops. Interesting. So maybe October in the fall, people want coffee. I don't know if that's a trend, probably. We see December in 2018. And see October still a high month. Yeah, it's interesting. So what you should do is really look at these for your type of specific industry. But then here's the other trick. So you can actually, let's say you're in Texas. You want to see specific trends just in Texas. So you can do a search just in Texas and see, what do things look like on a state by state level. So let's do brewery near me and see if we can see any interesting trends. So again, we're always catching that COVID dip there, but we can also see, hey, look, May, June, July, August, those seem to be high months. Here we go again in 2021, May, June, July. There's a distinct increase here in the summer for a brewery near me, it looks like. So again, you should then take this information and really study it and try to get an idea of what you think the differences are, the percentage differences might be for your particular type of restaurant. And then what I would do, if we said, okay, this is January, and so we think we're gonna be 20%, maybe 21, 22, 23, and then we see that, the summer months are busier months, so we go up to 30%, capacity 35%, 40%, and maybe we come back down. Maybe we're 20 here on out. And then what this is going to do is it's going to follow that same pattern, those same monthly patterns for all the future years. So this is a 5-year projection model, and it will follow that same pattern with those percentage capacity numbers. Now it will apply this growth rate. So we've got a 10% growth rate entered in here that we're assuming. So it'll still follow the same trend, but it will apply a growth rate. And then what we should be able to see how that shows up. You'll be able to kind of see, and it doesn't show up in great detail because we had kind of small adjustments in our capacity levels, and that was only for breakfast. But you can see slight variations and peaks and valleys here. And just for example's sake, let's say we bring this up to 75, 85, 90, and then goes back down to 30. See if we can get that graph to, yeah. So now you can see this monthly sales forecast graph here really has those more distinct seasonality patterns to it. So if you expect a very distinct seasonality, you can enter those numbers in there, and it will really make a difference for you. And so what you'll want to do ultimately then is, if you look over here, we've got this cash flow statement, and it's a monthly cash flow statement, and it'll show you whether you're cash flow positive each month. And so you will want to enter in your seasonality numbers and all your other assumptions for your projections, and then take a look and make sure that if you do hit negative cash flow during the slower months, that you have enough cash on hand to survive. You don't want to go negative. You don't want to hit zero, right? And so make sure that you have, this is the cash at the end of the period. Make sure that cash at end of period stays positive throughout the life of your projections. And that will help you kind of understand how much cash and working capital you should need to weather the seasonality storms in your business. So again, you can go grab this template or check out some of our other templates at projectionhub.com, and we've got a link in the description below. And if you have questions about how I put these projections together, reach out to us, leave us a comment, like and subscribe to our channel so you can get more detailed videos like this that we give tips and tricks to help entrepreneurs create financial projections. So we'd love to try to help. Thanks.